Hi everybody, once again, this is Chris from fluentinmandarin.com, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about how verb complements work in Chinese. What the heck does that mean? This is actually a very important topic in Chinese to know about, and one that a lot of people have been requesting that I talk about. So, let's get into it and I'll explain what I mean. A lot of beginners in Chinese learn phrases like 我听得懂, I can understand, and 我听不懂, I can't understand. And this is referring to when you're listening to somebody in a conversation and you're saying that you can or you can't understand. A lot of beginners learn this phrase when you're just starting out. 我听不懂, I can't understand, or 我听得懂, I can understand. But a lot of people don't really understand how this phrase is actually broken down and how it works. So the literal meaning of 我听得懂 is 我 I, 听 means listen or hear, and the is a grammatical particle that goes between the verb and the result of that verb. And the result of the verb can also be called a verb complement. So that's what I mean when I'm talking about verb complements. So here, the complement is 懂, which means understanding. So literally this is I hear or I listen, and the result of that is understanding. This may seem like a complicated way to put things, but it's how a lot of verbs work in Chinese when you're talking about you can or you can't do them. The other example, 我听不懂, literally means I hear or listen, not understand, or I hear and the result is not understanding. So here you've got the verb 听 and the result 懂, and in between the two you've got 不, which means not. Notice that normally 不 is pronounced in the fourth tone, but when it comes in a phrase with a complement like this, it's unstressed. So it's not pronounced with a particular tone. 我听不懂, I listen and not understand. That's the literal translation, but it means I can't understand when you're listening. So here are two more examples which are almost the same. 我看得懂 also means I can understand, but when you're reading something, literally it means I look or read and the result is understanding. And the opposite of that, I can't understand when reading, would be 我看不懂. Literally, I look, not understand. Okay, so hopefully you're understanding how this works now. Okay, so why do you use this kind of strange structure in Chinese? Why can't you just simply say, I can't understand? Like 3 words or 4 words, just like in English. In fact, you can say 我懂, I understand, or 我不懂, I don't understand. Or you could say 我明白, I understand, 我不明白, I don't understand, simply. However, there are some verbs that you have to use a complement, like I just explained. So let's have a look at some more examples. 我听得到, 我听得见. Both of these sentences mean I can hear. Literally, I hear, and the result is hearing, essentially. Kind of difficult to translate literally. And the opposite of that would be 我听不到, 我听不到, or 我听不见, means I can't hear. So you probably noticed that in these examples we have 2 different complements. One of them is 到 and one of them is 见. So why do we use these 2 complements, and why are there 2 different options? It's actually related to the verb 听 and the complements that can go with it. But to explain this in more detail, we need to have a look at some of the main complements in Chinese. So different verbs can take different complements. This is where it starts to get a little bit difficult. But here are some of the main complements in Chinese and some rough meanings. So it's difficult to translate these and very difficult to translate them literally, but I've had a go. So the first one, 到, suggests completion. And the literal meaning of this character is arrive. So it's almost like you're arriving at a result, arriving at a destination. The second one, zháo, means completion of an action. In meaning terms, it's quite similar. The third one means completion as well, 完. This character literally means finish. The fourth one, 了, is also referring to completion, but quite often it's to do with something physical, the ability to do something physical, but not always. 见 is the ability to perceive something or to pick it out. So that's relating to the seeing and hearing that you just saw. And 起, the ability to afford something. 下 means go down. 住 means keep or remain in a situation. 好 suggests doing something well or doing a good job of something. 起来 means rising up or starting. 进去 means going in. 出去 means going out or coming out. 上去 or 上来 suggests going up. And 下去 or 下来 suggests going down. So let's have a look at some examples. The first one, 到 literally means arriving at, and it suggests completion. For example, 我买得到 I am able to buy it. Notice that the it is not translated here. It's literally I buy, and the result is completion or arriving at the purchase. 我买不到 I buy not completing. I am not able to buy it. 我买到了 I successfully bought it. So you can compare the different sentences where you have being able and not being able to do this thing, and also the result of successfully doing it. So you'll notice that in the third example, 我买到了, we've got the verb, the result, and then 了, which is a particle in Chinese, which suggests a completed action in the past or a change of situation. Okay, this is a little bit complicated, but I'm hoping that through giving you a lot of examples, you're going to understand how this works. Another example is 我做得到 I can do it. 我做不到 I can't do it. 我做到了 I did it. So the second complement, zháo, also suggests completion, and it's used with some verbs. You really have to get used to which verbs are used with which complement, and as you listen to more Chinese, you'll pick this up. 他睡得着 He can get to sleep. 他睡不着 He can't get to sleep. 他睡着了 He has gone to sleep, or he's asleep. 我找得着 I can find it. 我找不着 I can't find it. 我找着了 I found it. Next one, 完 literally means finish, and it also suggests completion, particularly completion of a task. 他做得完 He can finish it. 他做不完 He can't finish it. 他做完了 He finished it. Notice again that the word it in English is not translated into Chinese at all. It's just implied and understood from the sentence. 我吃得完 I can finish the food. 我吃不完 I can't finish the food. 我吃完了 I finished eating. And the next one, 了, is also suggesting completion, and it's often connected with a physical activity, the number of something, or the amount of something. And you might know that this character is also pronounced L, L-E, with no tone. It can also be pronounced 了 in the third tone when it's used as a result complement. For example, 他拿得了 He can carry or he can take it, or them. 他拿不了 He can't carry it. And 他拿了 He took it. 我等得了 I can wait. 我等不了 I can't wait. So you can see that this one actually doesn't have that much to do with completion. It's just the complements used with this verb. 见, the ability to perceive something or pick it out. This is usually used with verbs of senses like hearing, seeing, smelling, etc. 我听得见 I can hear it. 我听不见 I can't hear it. 我听见了 I heard it. 我看得见 I can see it. 我看不见 I can't see it. 我看见了 I saw it. Next we have 起, which is the ability to afford something. So the sentences that you'll often hear with this are 我买得起 I can afford it, and 我买不起 I can't afford it. 下 is go down. So in these examples, we're talking about eating. 我吃得下. 我吃得下 means I can eat it, or literally I can get it down. 我吃不下 I can't eat it. 我吃了 I ate it. 这里放得下 it can be put here, or it can go here. Literally, here, put, and the result is going down. And as I said, the suggests the possibility of this action happening. And the opposite of that would be 这里放不下. It can't be put here. 住 suggests keeping or remaining in a state. 我站得住, I can keep standing, or I can stand up. 我站不住, I can't keep standing, or I can't stand steadily or still. 我站住了, I kept standing, or I stood still. 好 suggests doing something well or doing a good job of something. For example, 我做得好, I can do a good job of it. 我做不好, I can't do a good job of it. 我做好了, I finished it, and the implication is that I did a good job. Another example would be 我说不好, literally, I say or speak not well. Literally means I can't say for sure, or I'm not sure about something. 出来 means come out, and sometimes the second character here is unstressed. 说得出来 would mean can speak out, or I can say it, I know how to put it. 说不出来 would be can't speak out, or I don't know how to say it, I don't know how to put it. I don't know how to say this to you. It would be 我说不出来. And the last one we're going to look at is 起来, which suggests rising up, lifting up, or starting. For example, 我拿得起来, I can pick it up. 我拿不起来, I can't pick it up. Literally, I take, not lift up. And 我拿起来了, I picked it up. 我站得起来, I can stand up. Literally, I stand, and the result is rising up, getting up. 我站不起来, I can't stand up. And 我站起来了, I stood up. So sometimes you can translate an English sentence in a couple of different ways in Chinese using different complements, and the implication is slightly different. So this is something that you can be aware of. For example, if you wanted to say, I can't take it, or I can't take them, or hold them, you could say, 我拿不到, or 我拿不了. Both would be correct. But the first one, 我拿不到, implies that the object is too far away, or you can't reach it. And the second one, 我拿不了, implies that you can't take it, or you can't take them because there are too much or too many of them. So it's talking about the number or the weight being too much for you. So here's another example. I can't hear it, or I can't hear them. You could say 我听不到, 我听不见, or 我听不清楚. And the meaning is slightly different. 我听不到 suggests that you can't hear because the sound is too far away. It cannot arrive at your ears. 到 literally means arrive. 我听不见 suggests that you can't hear it because you can't pick out the sound. The last character 见 is suggesting perceiving something. And the last sentence, 我听不清楚, 清楚 means clear, so this suggests that you can't hear something because it's not clear enough. And one more example, if you wanted to say, I can't eat it, or I can't eat them, there are a few different ways that you could do it. You could say, 我吃不到. And this would imply that you can't eat it, or you can't eat them because you can't get hold of it. Maybe because it's difficult to get hold of, or it's too expensive. 我吃不了 means I can't eat them, or I can't eat it because there's too many or too much of the food to eat. It's related to the amount. 我吃不下 means I can't eat it. Literally, 下 means to go down or to get down. So it would be that you can't eat the food because you can't get it down. Maybe you're too full. Or because it's too disgusting to even get down. 我吃不完 完 literally means finish. So this implies that you can't eat it because you can't finish. Again, it's pretty similar but also slightly different. And 我吃不起 would be you can't eat it because you can't afford it. Okay, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Even though this topic is a little bit complicated, I hope that it helped to clear it up for you. If you're interested in getting more information about how Chinese sentences work and how they're put together, you can click the link on the screen right now to go over to my website and sign up for some email tips all about how to put Chinese sentences together and how to learn to speak correct Chinese. So to do that, just click on the link on the screen right now and sign up, or click the link in the description below this video. And also, if you go onto my website, you can check out my full Chinese courses as well, where you can get a really systematic learning approach to learning Chinese and improve even more quickly. So thanks for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.